passing away recently, a true legend in our sport, a man whose influences span many decades, the original Sheik. At this time, we ask you please stand and join us in honoring their memory with a traditional 10-bell salute.
Yeah, I can see.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight at ringside, for one fall, 20-minute time limit, your referee is Mr. Brian Lowe.
My closet there. That looks kind of familiar, that getup. But Prince Nana, although it is his debut, he's not going to have an easy task ahead of him because he's taking on a youngster, a guy who's also looking to make an impression to 3PW fans.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about this Jeff Rocker that's about to make his appearance right here, and this should be good.
Coming down to the ring, and not a guy that we're real familiar with as he is making his debut, but he looks to be in tremendous physical condition.
No, definitely, you can't go wrong when you're in such great shape as Jeff Rocker is. Prince Nana, obviously the bigger man, but this should be a great match.
What a way to kick off things at our first ever anniversary show for 3PW, our first ever show here at the world famous Electric Factory. Things are getting bigger, better, and brighter for 3PW every show, and this is the most incredible event that we've ever been a part of.
You mentioned bigger and brighter. They don't get any bigger than Prince Nana, and they don't get any brighter than Mr. Showtime's jacket. I have one question. Where do you plug that in?
I think it might be battery operated, Mike. The crowd laying into Nana
They're asking who he is. He's royalty. They can't talk to him like that.
I guess they're not up on their international relations. Armringer sunk in by Jeff Rocker, reversal by Nana, and into a headlock. Nana built like a fire plug.
No, Nana's a big man. Definitely powerful, he looks like.
Sends Rocker right down. He is on the move. Nice hip lock takeover. Here comes Rocker, sinking in a nice arm drag. And another Nana being out-quickened here, outspeeded.
No, definitely, this Jeff Rocker, he rocks the house, quite frankly. He definitely has his basics down. Very quick, very well-versed in the basics of wrestling.
Should we keep a count on how many times you're going to use cliches involving the word rock in this match, Mike?
Well, if you smell what I'm cooking.
Ouch! Knife-edge chops. Nana laying him in, and you can see the chest of Rocker already beat red, but he's laying him in retaliation, and no slouch is Jeff Rocker. He gets whipped into the opposite corner, up and over, and some more from Prince Nana. He's not used to this kind of treatment, Mike.
No, definitely. He's royalty. He's used to dishing it out. I mean, these guys have really impressed me so far.
Rocker catching him with the waistlock into the belly-to-belly, all the way around, and only a 2 count. And what's this guy's name on the outside?
I think Mr. Showtime.
Mr. Showtime.
Mr. Showtime. Let's see what he can show us.
Well, his charge showed some great power there, using some balance to switch over that whip attempt into a nice backbreaker.
Now this Prince Nana is definitely quick, very agile for a big man. I'll tell you that right now. This guy's very deceptive.
Laying in those right hands. Some good fisticuff skills shown by Nana. Into the opposite corner. Follows in with a charge and full tilt. Oh man! The butt right to the face, for lack of a better term.
And that was some hard impact right there. He didn't stop for once, not slowing down. This is insane.
Nana spitting into the crowd. He has as much disdain now for these people as they seem to have for him. It's just not a good combination, this Philly crowd and Prince Nana.
I thought I saw his head crush and whip back all in one motion. Nana distracting the ref.
And Mr. Showtime getting his licks in, choking Rocker on that bottom rope. Referee Brian Logan, I think he needs to wake up. A new referee to 3PW. I don't know if he graduated from ref school or what.
Let's hope he can. Let's hope he can count to 3 at least for this match. I don't want to see it marred by some sort of bad referee.
Reverse and into a T-bone of sorts by Rocker. And a big clothesline sends the Prince down again. Rocker fired up now. And a third sends Nana down for a 3rd time in a row. Here comes Rocker. And drop down face first into that turnbuckle. Not a good look for Jeff Rocker.
No, they definitely call that snake eyes for some reason, because you're out. You're out of the game once you get that.
And Nana getting buddy-buddy with our referee again as Mr. Showtime once again getting his cheap shots in.
Mr. Showtime, this guy is sneaky. I kind of like him. I kind of like the way he works. I don't like his outfit, but, I kind of like the way he thinks.
Nana now doing some of the damage himself. Just a straight choke with that foot on the throat in full view of Brian Logan, our official for this contest.
Now definitely Prince Nana just disrespecting all rules, but I bet he's used to it being royalty. I mean, this guy's always done whatever he wants in his life.
Here we go again. Duck under and a reversal. Jeff Rocker, front transferring position. Ow, right on his head. That's gotta do it.
Mr. Showtime up. What is this?
Ref, turn around.
This is very smart by Mr. Showtime. He's definitely giving his man the upper hand.
He saved this man right there. That would have had to have been the end of that match, but Nana had some time to recover. He's up. Almost a miscue between Nana and his man. Rocker off the ropes, cheap shot, and into a floating DDT. That could do it, Mike. That does do it.
That's it. The royalty is your winner, Prince Nana.
5 seconds, your winner, Prince
That deal.
It's Mr. John Finnegan.
Familiar chords to Philadelphia.
This crowd is about to erupt, Mike. What a homecoming we have here. This Philly crowd giving a standing ovation for one of their favorite sons in the business, the man known as Raven.
Accompanied to the ring by Mini Me from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. He weighs 241 pounds.
We're about to see a battle between two of the most popular competitors ever to compete in Philadelphia. We've got Raven making his return, and we've got one of the mainstays of 3PW, along with his mini-meanie, if you will, the Blue Mini.
Now, as far as I know, this is the first time each of them have ever squared off. They've always been on the same side, but I'm kind of disappointed to see the mini-meanie out here.
Two guys who are very, very familiar with each other, but this is all about competition, and I'm sorry for all the yelling, but we could barely hear each other. Like the crowd giving an ovation like we've never seen for both guys. And now a welcome back chant, well deserved for Raven. Raven, a master of those mind games, and he's playing them right now, refusing to stand up, but here comes somebody has the microphone.
Raven with the mic there.
Meaning no offense, but I don't think these people came to see me wrestling an open match. I think they want to see me wrestle in a main event match.
Can't argue there.
I think they'd probably like to see me wrestle for the title of some sort. I mean, I did create your character, I did create you, and there's a lot of love I'm feeling for you. But I don't want to just plaster you all over the ring and humiliate you in front of all these people, especially in an open match situation. So I think it's only fair to you, and it's only fair to them. Tell them, Johnny Poland! If I wait here, and I'm not going to get out of the ring until somebody gives me a title shot.
Strong words by Raven.
No, Raven feels pretty confident, pretty pretty strong in his belief that he deserves a shot at the 3PW Championship. And by the strains of that music, it looks like we're about to get an answer from the champ.
This is unbelievable. 3 Philadelphia wrestling icons in one ring. This is unbelievably great.
Our world champion, the 3PW champion, the Pitbull, Gary Wolfe. Looks like he has something to say about this whole situation. Let's see what he's got to add to this scenario.
Should I say, job boy?
Ouch.
Well, job boy, welcome back to the independent circuit, brother. This is where we earn the belts. So I'll add you to my victim list tonight, and I'll put you in with me and Xavier in a 3-way dance.
What?
Wow.
It's gonna happen tonight.
Anytime, anywhere, any place.
It looks like here
Hey,
tonight.
Gary, good ring music does not a good wrestler make.
It's good to have Raven back.
Your ring music, you really strike me as looking like Elton John's life partner.
Well,
So, I'll be more than happy to relieve you of that belt. Welcome to Raven's Clockwork Orange House of Fun. Quote the Raven, never walk.
We got ourselves a match for later on tonight, but Raven on the attack, and the meanie is the recipient of an even flow DDT.
can't argue with him. He's definitely deserving of that title shot. If you can dispose somebody like the Blue Mini that quickly.
The 3 count of formality with that one. Raven, technically your winner in this quote-unquote match against the Blue Meanie, who will live to fight another day, I'm sure. But more importantly, we're going to see Raven interject himself. He's going to now be involved in a 3-way dance for the 3PW Heavyweight Championship.
Bad, man. He was bad.
Way to go, Meanie! You earned your pay tonight, bud!
Match in our first ever anniversary show of 3PW, and Jasmine is dressed for the occasion. Look at her.
Look at her. She has her white t-shirt for that event, that wet t-shirt on later. But she's out here with her beau, Jason Knight.
I hate that guy for so many reasons. One of which is that he gets to put his hands all over her, and I don't.
I never knew the true feeling of jealousy in my life until I saw Jason Knight.
And this should be a pretty unique contest, Mike. We're about to see Jason Knight, as we said, one of the biggest jerks ever to set foot in a 3PW ring against another one of the biggest jerks ever to set foot inside a 3PW ring. Oh, jeez, did they have to do it in front of us?
Is that really oh my goodness. But yeah, like you were saying, anybody against his opponent is my favorite in a match. Just as long as they kick this man's ass. Just to shut his mouth. Anything.
We can only hope that they don't give the guy who's about to walk through the curtain a microphone. There he is, the Rockin' Rebel.
Ladies and gentlemen, weighing in at 245 pounds and hailing from anywhere he can well please, the Rockin' Rebel!
Mike, quick, do your Rockin' Rebel impersonation.
Buddy, I'm not wrestling because I'm the Rockin' Rebel. I don't need this effing stuff, man.
I knew there was a reason they keep me around here. That was great.
Just as long as you don't hear it in real life.
I guess we're about to.
You know, when it rains, it pours.
What a beautiful Philadelphia reception I just got. Just like when the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came to town and kicked your Eagles' asses.
Buddy.
This is fun. I don't know why I didn't do this sooner.
Coming to Philadelphia, you look at the crowd, you look at Vet Stadium, a bunch of losers. Look at Bailey. You got a drink to stay happy. Now look, I know this is a no DQ match, but I think this is stupid. Jason, look buddy, you and I know each other from ECW. You were my manager, we were friends, we were on the road together. You know, we don't need this. Yeah, we were banging everybody's girlfriend together, you got that right. Now look, hold on a second, Jazz, it's cool. We're all friends here. Now look, we can forget about this match. We can go up in the balcony, find some guy's girlfriend, get her drunk, and we'll both bang the crap out of her. What do you say?
Notice he has to get them drunk first.
Really, really drunk.
You
The best 3 inches of their life, I heard he said.
A no disqualification match, and Rebel trying to talk his way out of it, but Jason apparently having none of it. This match is on.
Normally, I despise Jason, but right now, he's my favorite man in the world.
I'm not real sure whose ass I want to see get kicked. Maybe both of them will get some serious hurting tonight.
Maybe they'll both like cancel themselves out. Maybe, you know, we'll be rid of both of them.
Here comes Jason laying it in, and yeah, it's true. These guys have a pretty long history, going back a long way in this business. Jason at one point serving sort of a managerial role for Rebel, but those days are long gone. Jason now a full-time competitor here at 3PW, and someone that apparently the Rebel's going to have to contend with on a very competitive basis.
No, definitely, they're going out to the outside right now. Definitely going to be a very competitive match, just as long as both of them end up hurt.
Battle already slipping out to the outside. And here goes Jason, reversal by the Rebel, and Jason shoulder first to that steel post. Rebel laying it in.
Rebel throwing him back in the ring. Doesn't want to keep this a no disqualification. Rebel wants to do the least possible amount of work in this match.
And Jasmine looking somewhat concerned out there for her man of the moment, I should say. With her, that could change just about any second.
You know what, Jasmine looks a lot more than concerned. She looks many things, including scantily clad.
Nice vertical suplex by Rebel. Only a 2 count for him.
Hey, Jerry, did you bring your water bottle for the wet t-shirt contest?
I brought a water gun, actually. I brought like a fire hose.
Wow. Because all I have are these tissues and like hand lotion.
Just please move a few feet further away from me. A leg drop only gets a 2 count for the Rebel.
What are you looking at?
And here goes Jason, sent off the ropes. Drop kick. The Rebel actually a decent, better than Jason. He's an excellent athlete. Oh my Lord.
Boy, I would love to be the ref right now.
Jim Molyneux getting the Jasmine treatment. And it looks like we're going to get a a spanking. I don't know if this is a good or a bad moment for Jasmine. I guess it really depends on her taste.
For once, I actually wanted to be the Rockin' Rebel. Not now, though.
Guardbuster by Jason. Here comes the Blue Meanie, the expo of Jasmine, who still is looking for revenge. No disqualification. There's nothing the ref can do about it. Stunner. Meanie stunner. And a small package by the Rebel. 3 count.
Time of the fall, 5 minutes, 30 seconds. Your winner, the Rockin' Rebel.
Mike, I don't think that was the case of the Meanie wanting to help Rebel. It was the case of the Meanie wanting to get some revenge on Jason, and he did just that.
You know, Jasmine must be very distressed that her man lost tonight. I think I should go down and console her. What do you think?
Well, she looks kind of busy right now on top of Jason. Not an unfamiliar position, but Rebel has
Rebel with
something
the
to
mic
say.
again.
XPW Raw Black and suck my dick.
Who?
What?
Who's that? Never heard of him.
Rebel must be really, really desperate for some action. Nonetheless, it'll go down as a victory for Jasmine and her man, Jason.
Kash. But you know what? All kidding aside, this is going to be kidding. But anyway, this is going to be a great high-flying, quick-paced matchup between these two guys.
We're about to see the intro for a guy that is very, very familiar to 3PW fans. A guy who is wowing us time and time again. A veteran of wrestling in the Philly area. The crowd's about to go nuts. Let's go to the ring for the introduction. The battle of the kids per se, but these guys not kids in the least. These guys are grown men who are both very capable in that very ring in their own way. What a dichotomy of styles that we're going to see from these two competitors.
No, Jerry, no kids play here. This is all serious. This is going to be great wrestling. You know, words can't describe how much I'm anticipating seeing these two men compete.
Kid Kruel also sometimes goes by the moniker of the shooter, and he's earned that title with good reason. That is his style. He's on the mat. It's down and dirty, on the mat technique. That's what he's known for. That's his specialty. Kid Kash, the exact opposite. He's a high flyer. He's going to use his quickness, and he would do well to stay away, create some distance between himself and his slightly larger, slightly more powerful opponent.
Nothing. I expect to see here Kid Kruel to go after some sort of body part and stick to it. He's definitely going to keep him on the ground tonight.
Kruel already attacking that arm, just twisting that thing. And now Kid Kash, who is also quite capable on the mat, make no mistake about it, flipping his way out of that one into a reversal. Pretty series of maneuvers into a side headlock, switch around, all the way back around once again. Waist lock applied by Kid Kruel into a takedown, spinning around, and now he's got Kash on the mat. That's what he needs to do. He needs to keep Kash grounded, but another reversal by David Kid Kash. Kruel now, straight elbows to the head, creates a little distance for himself. Blocked by Kash into a reversal. Takedown by Kash. And an arm drag nicely done by Kid Kruel. Another by Kid Kash and a standoff.
Sorry, Jerry, I'm out of breath just watching them.
How can you be out of breath just watching them?
That was so quick. That was beautiful. That was some great.
Get on a treadmill, man. Like I should talk. Kruel came out and with somewhat of a friendly demeanor, but this crowd's slowly starting to turn on him, and looks like he may be doing the same to them.
Well, definitely. This is Kid Kruel's debut here. They're familiar with Kid Kash. Of course they're going to cheer the guy. Of course they're going to know the more familiar person. But definitely, once they get to see what Kid Kruel can do, they're going to be cheering by the end of this match.
Now, Kruel is going to have to earn the respect of these fans. I can tell you that as he sinks in that arm wringer once again.
Totally, Jerry. Philadelphia fans, best in the world, but also the hardest to please.
Single leg takedown by Kash, and now he's got his foe on the mat. Nice small package by Kruel, gets a 2 count. Great body control by Kid Kruel. Another series of arm drags. There's another one by Kash. And another standoff.
Kid Kruel, Kid Kash. There's too much alliteration in this match for me. They got to keep it close.
Didn't you ever go to speech class in elementary school?
What's that?
Never mind.
They'll put a mic in front of anybody these days.
Looks like a collar and elbow, but Kruel sinking in that boot and then just pounding away. He says, forget about the pretty stuff.
Now Kruel going off his game plan, definitely catching Kid Kash off his guard. Going for that brawling approach, kicks, punches. This could be different.
Oh, another way to try and keep Kash grounded, and a reverse corkscrew elbow finds its mark. And he stays on him. He needs to stay on him some more, though. He needs to stop focusing on the crowd. I think they're getting inside Kruel's head a little bit.
No, first time here, he has to keep the fans away. He has to keep the fans out of his head, definitely.
Snap mare. And now wrapping those legs around the head. The ref's got to get in there. Make sure that doesn't slip into an illegal chokehold. No part of those legs can go across the throat, or else he's going to have to break it. And it looks like that's just what happened. Here goes Kash, sending him off. Kash catches himself, though. Duck under just a little bit quicker is Kash, and now Kruel precariously on the apron, drop kick, set down to the floor is Kid Kruel. And what's Kash got in store here? It looks like he's eyeing a big high-risk move.
Quick as a cat.
Off the top and down across the standing but prone body of Kruel.
But you know what? That was a beautiful maneuver, but I don't think that's the last we're going to see of those great maneuvers from Kid Kash.
Kash, one of the great high flyers. He just throws a chair, I should say, straight into the head.
Looks like Kruel tried to block it.
He tried. I don't think that Kash got all that chair shot that he wanted, but block it or not, a chair to the head or the arms or whatever is going to hurt. And now Kash just laying him in, welcoming him to 3PW. Only a 2 count. I think Kash was hoping to put it away right there.
Yeah, that was extremely quick. Quick pin.
Oh, overhand knife edge.
Does Kruel owe him money?
The crowd chanting one more time.
Looks like Cash's hand's hurting.
Eye poke instead by Kash seems to satisfy these bloodthirsty fans. Ah, here we go again.
Lights him up.
Could we see another? Not quite, but still not friendly treatment from Kid Kash. And Kruel not expecting this kind of offense from Kid Kash.
Maybe they should start calling Kid Kash the shooter.
Oh! Kash thought he had him, but presence of mind of Kruel. That elbow following it up with a nice super kick. Kash back down to the mat. Could be a knockout blow. Nope, Kash gets his foot on the ropes. He's gonna go for it again. Again, now getting the hand on the ropes. Brian Logan only getting a 2 count.
Looks like Kid Kruel has a busted mouth. One of those uppercuts must have got him.
Kruel now on the second rope, and a nicely placed elbow drop. 2.5. And Kruel getting a little bit frustrated. That's the mark of a rookie in this game, blaming everything but himself, blaming the referee's count.
This is just degenerated into a hard-hitting brawl. I love it. This is great.
Kid Kruel just wrenching the face of Kid Kash now. And you're right, Mike, all that friendly stuff totally out the window. No more arm drags, no more friendly standoffs and clean breaks. We got a vicious side of Mike Kid Kruel that I don't think we expected to see at all.
I think once he tastes his own blood, he said, these games are over. I'm going to take this to the next level.
Here we go. Firing off. Only a glancing blow, and Kid Kash coming right back. Sends him down with a kick of sorts. What do we have here? Kash all the way on the other side of the ring. Oh my God! Somersault drop kick all the way clear across the ring.
Wow, unbelievable. They won't be calling him the shooter for long.
What do you call that, a Van Cashinator? I don't know. And now Kruel with his foot on the rope, saving himself from a 3 count there. And a kick out.
I can't believe he's kicking out from that. No normal human being. I think he's wearing a cup.
Kash can't believe that after that spectacular maneuver, he's not the winner yet. Getting into it a little bit. Now some viciousness from Kid Kash.
This is the competitiveness that 3PW brings out. Blood, brawls, and, you know, later on we're going to see the broads.
Can't wait for the broads, but the brawls and the blood and stuff, that's kind of cool too.
Definitely a good appetizer.
Man! My Lord! Kruel catching him with a kick and a vertical suplex, trying to drive him through the mat. That was such force from Kruel.
Powerful suplex.
This guy is one heck of an athlete. He's quick enough to be able to pull off these quick maneuvers and stay one step ahead of most people, but he's powerful enough to make it hurt so bad.
Trying to get Kash back in the ring.
Kash just trying to regain some sort of a footing here.
I think he was just passing out.
Kruel bringing him in with a vertical suplex. Delayed. He's got him up there for a good long time. And again, beautiful execution. Everything that Kid Kruel does is done to perfection. That leg drop followed by a 2 count again. Kid Kash, one of the most Brazilian competitors we've ever seen in this business, bar none. And he finds his way to the second rope, finds his way to get that boot into the face of Kruel. Roll through, but he gets caught with a clothesline, sit-out style. Both guys down.
I wouldn't be surprised if this ends in a count out. Both men are exhausted. This has been a hard-hitting matchup.
Back and forth, back and forth. Kid Kash, known for these performances at 3PW, giving it all he's got, time and time again. And Kash somehow was able to get that pin attempt, but again, a 2 count.
Amazing, amazing competitiveness from these two performers.
Kruel, sit out powerbomb, that's got to do it too, and no!
I am in awe. I am in shock and amazement of these two competitors.
Kruel so frustrated. So many times he thought that he had this one in the bag. He's been preparing for this match surely for weeks and probably months. Probably gotta be the biggest moment in his career to step into the ring in Philadelphia on the anniversary show of 3PW with Kid Kash of all people.
Wow, one of the new competitors in 3PW. He has to make a name for himself tonight. Even if he doesn't win, he's definitely gone down, in 3PW history as one of the hardest hitting matchups we've seen.
He's already made such a name for himself, but that's not enough for him. He wants a win, and he's still laying in to Kid Kash. We haven't seen Kash in such a precarious position in a long time.
Now that Kid Kash's middle name is Success, and it must be kind of hard for him to be laying down like this for Kid Kruel.
Springboard, Hurricane Rana, he can hit it from just about any position, brings the fans to their feet, floating, 360 DDT, 1, 2, oh my God!
What will it take?
Holy crapola, this match is gonna continue. Somehow, Kid Kruel staying in this one, and Kash can't believe it.
What more will it take? What can Kid Kash do to put away Kid Kruel?
Only in Propane Pro are you going to see this kind of competition. These guys both with a never say die attitude, and they're showing it in this match. Sunset flip attempt by Kruel. He gets Kash over 2. Only 2 count. Rolls through. No can do. Rolls through by Kash. And back. We've seen 4 switches and reversals so far. Clothesline duck under by Kruel. Spine buster. Doesn't get all of it, but will that be enough? And only a 2 count.
Wow. Wow. There's no other words to say.
This is unbelievable. Our first event of 2003, our anniversary event in 3PW, and already I'm thinking match of the year candidate.
No, definitely. This is already a show stealer. 3rd match in, show stealer.
Backflip out. Kash on the move, gets caught with a boot to the midsection. Another power bomb attempt, and on his feet lands Kid Kash. 2 duck unders, boot to the midsection again. Double underhook.
Could this be it?
He's got him up on his head. That's the money maker, and that's the 3 count.
Unbelievable show-stealing matchup. Great action, Jerry.
2 minutes, 10 seconds. Your winner of the match, Kid Kruel.
We said it at the beginning, Mike. Kid Kruel having to earn the respect of these 3PW fans, and even though he's on the losing end of the stick tonight, he has done just that.
No, definitely, even in the loss, Kid Kruel is a winner. Kid Kash is a winner. We're all winners tonight.
A standing ovation. You gotta give it up to these guys. They put their hearts and their souls on the line. And now Kid Kash, maybe with a show of comradeship, raising the hand of his fallen opponent for this match. Kruel has not only earned the respect of these fans, he's earned the respect of Kid Kash. What a moment, the first of many tonight. We've got so much still ahead of us, but man, this was a match for the ages. Kid Kruel soaking in the cheers. We'll be back with more. probably the hardest hitting team in the wrestling business today. Monster Mac and Mafia making their 3PW debut. The Hit Squad are ready for action, but it sure as hell isn't going to be easy for them.
No, they have two competitors against them tonight. Two, I don't know if you can call them harder hitting, but just as hard hitting. Their opponents, Nosawa and Mahoney, have a tough challenge ahead of them in the Hit Squad.
You couldn't ask for a better tag team match than the one we're about to see. Let's go back to the ring announcer for the first competitor of the next tag team to challenge the Hit Squad. Strangely charismatic competitors ever to make their way to a Philly ring. Mahoney back in Philly, I believe making his 3PW debut, and his partner for tonight, Nosawa. You could call him the double Birdman, if you will. We saw him make his debut at our last show in Philly. We're underway. The Hit Squad wasted no time. They're not about being pretty or friendly or waiting for the bell or any of that stuff. They came here for a fight. Balls Mahoney and Nosawa only too happy to oblige. Big belly-to-belly overhead on Balls Mahoney.
No, I believe the ring announcer made some sort of mistake when he announced this. This is not going to be a match. This is going to be a flat-out fight. These guys are going to go all over the arena. Chairs, tables, anything you want. All these guys are nuts. Especially Nosawa. Why is he flipping everybody off?
So many backstories to this match. You know, Balls Mahoney and Nosawa originally scheduled to go one-on-one against each other for this match. But when the Hit Squad decided that they wanted to invade 3PW, they wanted the hardest hitting match they could find. Who to fit the bill better than Nosawa and Balls Mahoney? And it looks like a moonsault attempt by the big man. Nobody home, no water in the pool for Balls.
Could you call that a cannonballs?
You could, I guess. All four men on the outside. This is going to be just totally, absolutely nuts. This is going to be wacko.
Nosawa in the ring. I believe that's Mafia.
And yep, some chops being laid into Nosawa right now. And I don't know if that was some sort of an official bell. I think that was just the bell being part of the action.
I don't think I even heard a bell.
Side kick. Those friendly feet of Nosawa. Somebody's got a microphone, and it's Balls
hammering away.
This is just too much to keep up with, but we see Nosawa catching Mafia with a couple of big boots.
I'll watch Balls, you watch Nosawa. I can't believe I just said I watch Balls, but...
Yeah, I get the better end of this deal for sure. Balls Mahoney, the chair swinging freak, laying in. The crowd knows what to do here. Chin right along, and the big ball. The biggest ball of them all, laying right to the chin of Mafia. Can't believe I just said that either.
Wow, this is great. This is great fun. This is hard-hitting action. I love it. I love this match.
And we got two guys in the ring. That's kind of what the rules are supposed to be in tag team action. Maybe we're getting some sort of order here. Big leg drop, it looked like, by Balls. Again, nobody home. Balls so excited to be back in front of these Philly fans. His judgment might be a little bit clouded. And a clothesline combination with a belly-to-back overhead.
Great maneuver.
And this Hit Squad, man, they are impressive, beyond impressive. Great double team work by these guys, always. They have so many great hard-hitting double team moves. Exploder-like overhead suplex. Half Nelson suplex, if you will.
Wow.
We got Nosawa now in a prone position in the corner.
What's Monster Mac getting at? Oh my, here comes the table. Business is about to pick up.
The first bit of plunder has entered the ring. Balls down in his corner. He can't seem to do much.
Set over Nosawa.
And I don't think IKEA ever had this in mind when they made their furniture. Double reversal, cannonball through the table into Nosawa. Did I mention these guys were kind of hard-hitted, kind of violent,
kind of nuts?
I don't know if you got that from this match so far, but Nosawa, he's taken out.
We have nuts and balls in this match.
Thankfully, we have a wet t-shirt contest later in the show. Only a 2 count. How did Nosawa get his shoulder up for that? Look at him giving the finger to the pain, giving the finger to his opposition right now.
This Nosawa.
He just doesn't care. Nosawa just doesn't care. And even though he's only been in 3PW a short time, these fans love him for it. And he's still standing, and he's still...
I think he loves it. I think he likes the pain.
And now this is Monster Mac in the ring, I believe, right?
Yes, this is Monster Mac.
Monster Mac is the large guy with the bald head.
Yeah, that narrows it down. You mean the one that's not in the crowd?
Big elbow by Mafia, and Ball's still trying to gain his composure. He's back on his feet, but he looks to be in a real bad way on that corner. In any case, Nosawa needs to get over there for some sort of attack. The question is, how fit is Balls to come in there and take care of business on his own? Back elbow. Nosawa sent back down. Self-proclaimed stiffest tag team in wrestling is the Hit Squad. And now some old school double team tactics. Keeping it simple, keeping it low risk. And again, the double bird. This guy just flipping off maybe the 2 most violent guys in the business.
That's insane.
A mocking tag by Monster Mac, and Balls unable to maintain his composure. The referee trying to keep him out of the ring. And now we got some double teaming on the other side. Mahoney better turn around. Get him out of there. And there goes Nosawa. Dropped hold by him. That was a nice move. And the face rakes, the eye rakes.
Across the face.
Boom! You like your Japanese wrestling, you love that move. And Nosawa, hailing from Mexico City, learning both the luchador and the Japanese style. He brings so many things to the table.
Nosawa said, you want stiff? Well, fuck you.
Oh my God, Mike.
Hey, it's a trend.
Kiss your mother with that mouth. Sorry, that's my job. Anyway. Sorry, that was not nice at all. Duck under by Balls. And Balls just laying into both guys. What the heck? None of these guys in the ring seem to care about anything. Why should we? Double clothesline sends both members of the Hit Squad down. Clothesline, short clothesline by Balls, 2 count. Mafia there to break it up.
I never thought I'd have so much fun watching 4 guys beat the hell out of each other.
That's exactly what we're seeing. Look at this. Russian leg sweep, cradle style by Balls Mahoney. Innovative offense by him. It's something I'm not sure we've ever seen from him before. He's going to the top. This could be that big frog splash. And it is. He connects. We got a 1. Oh, 2.5 at least.
Wow. Says, let's get the chairs.
We've talked about the toughness of Nosawa. We've talked about the toughness of Balls Mahoney. Almost a chair to the partner, and now we've got some conflict between Nosawa and Balls. Nosawa giving the double figure to Balls, and he got caught, but now he's breaking it up. I think he thought better of that. The temper got the better of Nosawa on that exchange. Nosawa laying in to Mafia. Monster Mac laying into Balls with his own trademark series of left jabs, and now he's going to go for the big ball, but he just didn't have the balls for it. And here comes Balls, back with his own, showing him how it's done. Another duck under. Oh my God.
Flat on his head. Nosawa has to pay attention.
Nosawa leaving the ring.
What's he doing?
What's he thinking? Nosawa getting in the face of the hat guy. Meanwhile, we got a prone Balls Mahoney in the ring.
On the top rope.
The big man with a frog splash of his own, but nobody home. Nosawa back in the ring. But what the hell is he doing? He's got. It looks like we're setting up for a double team chair. And another miscue by these guys. This time it connects, and all it did was piss Balls off. Only a 2 count again by both guys. Balls and Nosawa need to keep it together if they have any hope of surviving, let alone winning this one.
I don't think they've ever kept it together. These guys are definitely loose ends. These guys are nuts.
3PW bookers may have been asking for this when they booked 2 of the most volatile competitors we've ever seen. Nosawa and Balls as a tag team. The hit squad chair, really.
Here we come. Listen to that.
Oh, gee.
Look at that. Knockout blow.
A final FU from the hit squad. They were proud, but they went down.
Nosawa attacking Balls.
The fight's not over. The match may be. Balls and Nosawa somehow getting a victory despite their conflict. Here comes Balls.
Again.
Ducked by Nosawa. He better get out of there. Nosawa getting out of dodge. This team is broken down just seconds after their victory.
You piece of shit, Nick Coward!
Easy now.
Fuck me! Fuck you! How about March 29th? You and me! Falls count anywhere!
What?
Mahoney! You! Fuck you!
Well, Nosawa doesn't know much English, but what he knows is pretty damn effective, and it looks like we got ourselves a battle on March 29th. Falls count anywhere. He must have won a lottery something.
Maybe I should just put on a blue wig and run around like a spaz. My glasses aren't as thick though.
Nobody's glasses are that thick. You gotta get that stuff from NASA. Our version of American Idol without the really annoying British guy.
Philadelphia, please welcome our first contestant, the Jersey Girl, Daydream.
Our first contestant in the second inaugural wet t-shirt contest put on by 3PW. And let me think. Now, this isn't the brawling, right? This isn't the blood. What part of the 3PW credo is this again?
Boobs!
Oh, yeah.
Boobs, Jerry, boobs!
I don't think that's exactly it, but that works for me, damn it.
Where's she going? There she is with an Annihilation, the luckiest man in the house.
Annihilation is our own version of the water boy in this situation, apparently. This is so much better than the real version of American Idol. Paula Abdul, she never does this.
You know, it's pretty cold in here. Maybe I should put my pants back on.
Despite the music we're hearing right now, I think the official theme song of this contest is Pour Some Water on Me. Or at least it should be. And let's see what the judges are going to say about this. I guess it's going to work sort of like the TV show. We're going to get their opinions. Jasmine, a veteran of this contest.
That is a fine-looking creature. What do you say, Paul?
I think she has so much potential. I mean, when those bosoms bloom and her hair gets blonder, I mean, she has so much potential.
Oh my God.
Do you agree with me? Hey, idiot, what do you think?
Exactly.
I think Gorilla Monsoon said it best when he said, is that a wrist lock or a wrist lock?
How can you say that? She looks great.
What a moron.
One of these people does not belong in this panel. I'll leave it to the audience to decide which.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our second contestant, Cyber Chick.
Cyber Chick? Dude, I wonder if this is the girl that I talk to online all the time. She said she's really, really hot, although she never sends me a picture.
You may be right, Jerry, you may be wrong. But all I know is I'd like to download her someday.
And there goes the water. 3PW again showing why they're just so darn fan-friendly. Actually letting the fans at ringside douse these women with water. That's interactivity at its finest. Looks like we're gonna get the official dousing from Annihilation.
Official dousing.
Well, see, he's taller than everybody else, so he can get that good angle, you know? He can really pour that water down in there.
I'd love to be the official douser. Why can't Smart Mark swing that? Come on, they got some pull in this business, don't they? Oh wait, no, they'd have better commentators then.
Hey, don't give him any ideas.
We love you guys. We love 3PW and we love these girls. Don't take us away.
For all your 3PW video needs, smartmarkvideo.com as Cyber Chick shows her stuff for our three judges.
She's okay.
What's her website?
But I think Jersey Girl.
Oh my goodness. That's what we
This is
need.
what the Electric Factory is all about. Jersey Girl, you stand head and shoulders above the rest.
How can you say that? I mean, she has so much potential. It's her body.
is so positive.
Girl in here.
Oh my God.
This contest gets to spend the night with me.
What?
You guys want
It's not too late for me to join.
I think she's hot.
Do we want to see that? Was that a rhetorical question?
Don't give him the mic.
Thank you.
Well, there's only one thing I can say. I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs! Yay!
Well, on the plus side, just when I think I'm getting too excited to continue the broadcast, here comes Meanie to bring me back down to earth. The mini-meanie, I should say. Mini-meanie, the equivalent of a cold shower, I guess. Here comes Brianna, contestant number 3.
We just call him a cock block.
And here comes Brianna. Kind of the girl next door. Actually, more of the girl next door who's about to have a really wet t-shirt.
I'd love to be her neighbor. Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please be my neighbor? We could wash my car.
Dousing number 3, and I don't know how you're rating these women. So far, it's a pretty tight contest. In my eyes, anyway.
In my pants, it's tight too.
Dude, we're gonna have to get separate commentating tables if you keep this up. Brianna looking like of the 3 competitors so far, she may be working with the most, if you know what I'm saying.
I like to work with any of them. Why does Jasmine get to sample the goods?
Well, you gotta give her extra points for style. I like that.
I thought they felt really real, like they feel as real as mine. Everyone knows that these are
I'll have to check. Let me check.
Yeah, let's
I'll feel.
We need a second opinion, and a third and a fourth. About 200 more, I'd say. 500 even.
They're hanging from the rafters in Madison Square Garden!
Who got this guy into this thing? Who decided that Mini-Meanie would be the perfect judge number 3 for our contest?
Does Mini Meanie even like girls?
Our fourth contestant!
You can't like what you've never been even close to. What?
Oh my goodness!
What a surprise! The First Lady of Wrestling, here comes Missy!
My dreams have come true.
Wearing a tight white t-shirt, and I'm speechless. This is something that I've really dreamt. This is like a prize moment in my life as part of the wrestling business, as a wrestling fan. This is just unspeakable.
Missy Hyatt.
And those are real too, Mike. Really nice.
Really nice. Really nice. Really nice.
This crowd coming alive for Missy Hyatt. We've seen her in 3PW before, but we sure as heck didn't expect her to be putting her face, putting her nose, putting her boobs in the race.
Someone else has moved into first place. Look at that right.
Missy
She's
Hyatt.
just so young and so hot, and her boobs are so perky. They're almost as perky as mine. And she's about 25
Tricks are for kids, yay!
Too many Saturday morning cartoons for the mini-meanie.
Did he mean Kid Kruel or Kid Kash?
Our final contestant, please welcome Nicole!
What?
Oh, God!
I'm right. No, this is wrong. No.
Nicole Bass. Well,
No.
well, I mean, they're big.
They should have stopped with Missy.
Oh, God. The good, the bad, and the ugly. We've seen it all here in this wet t-shirt contest for the ages.
This competition should have been invite only.
I thought it couldn't get any better after Missy, and I was right.
Annihilation with the industrial-sized water.
And you need all that water because those are some bulldogs right there. Oh, I never thought I'd ever see Nicole Bass's nipples, and I was happy.
Oh, no! Oh. Can we get Missy up here to do that?
Oh! Mommy, I'm scared. I'm scared.
You're not going to hear me say,
Todd Gordon, for the first time ever, is speechless.
you say anything negative about her. And you've never been speechless. Meaning,
Let's hope he's speechless.
Finally, someone who looks like a real woman.
Oh, it's
She's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no question about it. This is your winner. This is your winner.
this is the mini-meanies kind of woman.
Jasmine and I get to spend the night together.
Oh my God, that's right, that's the stipulation. Big hugs for the mini-meanie.
I hope she drops him on his head. What about Missy? Missy!
The strongest woman in the world, Nicole Bass, making her presence known.
Let me just get this straight. The first wet t-shirt contest, Jasmine was in it and she won. And of course, I wasn't invited. I wonder why.
The stuff that comes out of her mouth, Jerry.
And then tonight, when I am invited,
Not to mention the stuff that goes in.
Easy now.
now everyone, does that make you think, right? Am I right?
Missy's t-shirt is still a little wet. I think I need a cigarette.
Well, I think you should do something about it.
I think we need a mop by Mike. The inevitable cattiness.
I don't know what we're going to do with this. But I agree. You're right. She's not letting with that first contest. And you think you're hotter than she is, don't you? You think you're a lot hotter than she is, don't you?
Well,
Missy and Jasmine,
Before, what a real bitch she is, didn't you?
never the best of friends, these two.
I remember that, yeah.
Uh-oh. There goes the water. There goes the hair pulling. There goes the cat fight.
I can't believe this. I think I started my cigarette way too soon.
Cyber Chick and the others better get out of there because we got the two hottest women in wrestling at each other's throats and other body parts.
Trying to break up the refs from breaking it up.
John Finnegan get in there, but I don't know what it's going to take. These women just hate each other. It's pride, it's ego.
It's just bitchiness, cattiness.
And don't forget the fact that it rules, Mike. This just rules.
Talk about the show stealer. Match of the night right here, Jerry Strauss.
Oh, man. The referee's trying to break up this fight between two women in wet T-shirts, and I'm really questioning their judgment.
Yeah, I'd like to find the guy that sent them out and strangle him.
Missy and Jasmine, the war continues. We've seen these women, I should say, definitely women, tangle a time or two in the past here in 3PW, and apparently the hard feelings are still here.
You're hotter than I am. You are nothing more than a washed-up ring rat. I challenge you to a bra and panties match next month.
Bra?
Panties? Bra and panties.
What a combination.
Go as good as peanut butter and chocolate, wood and paint. Did I say wood and paint?
As long as I don't see wood, it's all good. We got ourselves a bra and panties match for 3PW's return to the Electric Factory on March 29th.
Looking mighty fine. Looking mighty fine.
These ladies being held apart for now, but they're not going to be held apart when we make our return on March 29th. They're going to be able to go at it as much as they want. I mean, fight. You know.
Either way.
Speaking of fight, Jasmine's still fighting to get through her referee over there, to get through John Finnegan, to get another piece of Missy. They'll be able to tear into each other to their heart's content. I can't wait.
Isn't that a great idea? A piece of Missy? Any part of Missy would be fine.
Fairy tales do come true.
I will kiss the ground that she walks on. Among other things.
What a cat fight. We'll be back with more action. Hang with us.
This match is a tag team attraction. One fall, 30-minute time limit.
Show, and here comes the moron.
Joey Matthews asked Rob and myself,
the Matthews Minions,
which is pretty creative if you ask me, to come out here and thank all you people for showing us so much love. Because lately, when you guys clap your hands and stomp your feet, man, I feel like Wildfire Tommy Rich, right, Robbie? I feel like Ricky Morton, right?
Over the hill?
I feel like my personal favorite, Brad Armstrong. So everybody come on and clap those hands.
Arachnoman? This guy gets dumber and dumber every month, man.
Stryker! Don't you know that no one here is gonna buy you as a baby face? This is 2003, not 1983, bro! Let's make Joey Matthews proud and beat Damian Adams and Josh Daniels
Rob Eckos, frightening as this may be, the voice of reason on this team.
You know, before we saw the Hit Squad, the most hard-hitting tag team in wrestling, I think we got the exact opposite in Eckos and Matthews.
We alluded to the relationship between Stryker and Eckos and Joey Matthews, who is not here tonight, but who sends his best wishes and his charges looking to do battle with two guys that they've individually had problems with, and now the chase is on in this tag team grudge match. Eckos and Stryker looking for a quick escape. Daniels and Adams fired up, double drop down, double leap over. Double elbow drop by Daniels and Adams. Nice synchronized teamwork, two clotheslines to follow that up. And a big double hip lock. Eckos and Stryker are sent to the races.
Those two goofballs, Eckos and Stryker, that egomaniac Rob Eckos, and that, well, I don't know how to describe him. He's just dumb, Matt Stryker.
Well, you know, a lot of wrestlers are all about the old school theory. They want to keep things old school. That's all well and good. But Stryker seems to be just totally determined to bring back all the corniest aspects of old school wrestling.
I think you could even call him Back to the Future Matt Stryker.
I wish he would come back to the present. He'd be a lot more effective. I think Eckos feels the same. And this is going to be our first opportunity to see Eckos and Stryker competing as a team. Also our first opportunity to see them compete since coming under the tutelage of Joey Matthews, but without his presence. How will that affect him?
Yeah, totally. Their spiritual leader, Joey Matthews, not here tonight. I heard he has some sort of transportation problem or something, but these Matthews minions have to get a win here tonight if they want to prove their point.
Well, Damian Adams, we saw him debut at our last 3PW show. Very impressive, and he got into it in a pretty physical way with Rob Eckos. Likewise, Daniels and Matt Stryker having a bit of an altercation. Hence this tag team match. Nice back elbow by Adams, who is on point so far in the opening moments as he wrenches on that arm of Stryker. And some good tag team work. Here comes Josh Daniels.
Mr. Intensity, Josh Daniels. This guy is so intense, I swear. He does everything with intensity.
Absolutely. You mentioned the lack of hard-hitting offense from the team of Eckos and Stryker. We're going to see that from Josh Daniels, though, but a nice reversal of the arm drag, duck under, some quick action here, and satellite head scissors by Matt Stryker, and an arm drag by Stryker. He is an incredibly impressive and quick individual when he's focused.
No, he has to stay focused, though. I don't know if he can. I mean, look at him.
Pandering to a crowd that doesn't love him. I don't know if there's anything more sad. That chop from the top, we've seen that from him before. Hard punch.
Isn't he supposed to have a black glove for that?
I don't think he's nearly old enough to pull that move up. Grab them cakes, baby.
Oh my.
And Eckos is getting frustrated at ringside. Stryker thinks that he's doing great in there. Josh is down, but he's far from out. I don't think anyone can be out from that. Belly to belly overhead, and Eckos suffered from the stupidity of Matt Stryker.
Another great 80s old heel tactic.
That one effective, though. Russian leg sweep into a clothesline.
I think he calls that the Stir of Eckos.
Stir of Eckos puts Josh Daniels down. Eckos and Daniels meeting several times already in 3PW. The history between these two runs pretty deep. And now some good tag team work. Once again, this time from the team of Eckos and Stryker. The overhand chop, the Mongolian style chop, I guess you could call it. And another.
Do you think Matt Stryker gets enough sleep at night, or do you think you just watch watches way too many old tapes.
Polish Power, we saw that at our last show. We'll see if it's any more effective. Nope, only 2 count.
Speaking of last show, I think I brought it up. Do you think he's been hit on the head or something? I mean,
well, I heard he was dropped on his head by his mother. Of course, that was only 2 weeks ago.
well, I mean, there's not much to hurt in the head, but you know, something had to rattle around.
Reversal by Daniels. He gets caught. Arriba.
Flying burrito.
Someone's been eating at Mama Santana's house. Only 2 count again.
All we need is a stump puller and I'll feel complete.
You can make a drinking game out of watching a Matt Stryker match. Just drink every time he pulls out an old 80s cliche. Come on! And the juke, the jive, and dropping the forearm. Eckos unable to make the cover, and Damian Adams so fired up, and he's just got to be chopping at the bit to get in, but Daniels needs to make that tag for that to happen. Snap suplex might move him a long way toward achieving that goal. Northern Lights, 2, only 2 count.
Great sequence of suplexes. This kid Josh Daniels, he's definitely amazing.
Nice up and over, and a super kick by Eckos. Nice balance by him, sending Adams to the floor. Referee Brian Logan doing his job, keeping Adams out, but unfortunately that's going to allow for some double teaming from Eckos and Matt Stryker. Big time DDT on both men by Josh Daniels. Daniels fighting for all he's worth, as we've seen from him so many times already in 3PW, Mike.
You know, I believe I've fallen into one of those tapes that the Matt Stryker watches each time. This is a great old 80s matchup. Nothing fancy, just great wrestling.
Sound tag team strategy by both teams. Got to give it to them.
Yeah, Joey Matthews has definitely taught them right here. Back rake!
Oh no. The big chop, brother.
Shaka bra. When's he gonna spit mist?
I want to know when we're gonna see the battering ram.
What's he? Tatanka?
He's doing some kind of a... I think it's about to start raining in here, Mike. He's coming back with the chops. Ouch.
Daniel says maybe that'll knock some sense into you.
Both guys down. I don't even know what to say about that last exchange. Both guys trying to get to their corner. Stryker makes the tag. In comes the, by default, more level-headed Eckos, who gets sit down with a clothesline as a fired-up Damian Adams. Cleaning house on both men.
Like I said, this Damian Adams, he's as intense as Josh Daniels. This guy is a horse.
Only a 2 count, the pace quickens, and that Samoan drop, very impressive. And big chops lead into Eckos now, set to the opposite corner, up and over, caught though by Adams. Adams bomb, that's his Adams bomb, and that's gotta do it. But Stryker pulls Damian Adams off of the cover. Eckos is down and out in the ring. Adams heading up top, but Stryker right behind him. Surprisingly intelligent move by Matt Stryker, who apparently is now referring to himself as hot stuff. And this is going to give Eckos an opportunity.
What's he doing?
I don't know. This is way above his normal protocol. Oh man! Not a pretty maneuver. And Eckos with his foot on the rope, getting the 3 count.
Looks like we get this celebration from Matt Stryker and Rob Eckos. They just robbed Damian Adams and Josh Daniels this match.
A match that could have gone either way. Eckos somehow, on a fluke, you gotta think it was a fluke, he was somehow able to shift his weight to drive the head of Damian Adams down into the mat. A knockout blow, and they come away with a victory. Despite all the problems in this team, these guys are your winners. And you're right, the celebration it continues, even though they're the only two celebrating. And we're about to see the entrance of one of the most celebrated athletes worldwide in recent wrestling history.
Definitely big name on the indie scene. I can't wait to see this match.
A first-time appearance for this man in 3PW. The fans come to their feet. Here's the man.
From Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 180 pounds,
If this is your first opportunity to see Low-Ki in action, you better bet your bottom dollar he will be bringing his A-game to 3PW here in the heart of Philadelphia. And the A-game of Low-Ki is a sight to behold indeed. Not just any match going on here, though. This is a match with with a lot of meaning. This is your classic teacher versus student encounter. We're going to see Low-Ki take on the man who brought him in, who weaned him, who trained him to compete in this sport. And there's going to be no friendship here, though, because this man, also making his 3PW debut, is here to take Low-Ki down.
No, this guy is great. Definitely trained him. Homicide, the teacher. Maybe you could call this a test for Low-Ki.
The man known as Homicide, equally revered and respected for his talent. Not just in this country, worldwide, finally making his way to Propane Pro Wrestling. These guys both getting a big opportunity here to show their talent for a brand new audience, and they're going to do it against each other. The kid gloves are off. It's no longer student-teacher. For this match, it's competitor versus competitor. May the best man win.
Like we said, this could be student versus teacher, but you know, I'm going to look at it. They're equals now. They're both on the equal level. They are both great talents. They're both big names here on the scene. And this is their first match in 3PW. Let's hope we can get them back here again sometime. These guys are great.
Collar and elbow. Low-Ki with force, moving Homicide into that corner. Referee looking for a break, but they're not quite done with each other yet with this collar and elbow. Both men refusing to give an inch. Nice arm drag. And as is the case with with most, I should say, teacher versus student encounters, you have to wonder. Homicide teaching Low-Ki just about everything he knows, but did Homicide teach Low-Ki everything that Homicide knows? And will those tricks show themselves in this match?
Clean break, just as we would expect.
A lot of respect between two guys who are teacher and student. In many ways, the relationship resembles father and son. In other ways, they're like brothers. You can't get any closer than these two. But again, it's not about that. It's about competition. And we see takedown. Who's going to get the better of this? See Low-Ki trying to scissor the body. Homicide. Both guys, incredible mat technicians. Both guys actually incredible in a lot of aspects of our industry, of our sport. Low-Ki hanging on to that arm. Homicide, nice power, trying to actually lift the entire dead weight body of Low-Ki, and he's got him up and on that top rope. That is amazing power. And here's Low-Ki, who's just yanking on that thing over the top, using it as a pivot.
Last match I thought it was back in the 80s. Now I think I'm in Japan.
Do you think you're turning Japanese? Do you think you're turning Japanese?
I really think so.
Thank you. Low key on his back, and it looks like we're going to get a classic shoot kick scenario. Once again, Homicide looking for an opportunity to shoot in with some sort of a body lock or a scissors. And low-key trying to wrap those arms around. Right now, Homicide on top. He's got the leverage, grabbing onto that one leg, locking it with the other. That's a nice move. And no hair pulling possible here. Both guys are bald.
Great shoot fighting. I mean, I'm looking for the octagon right now.
As we said, both guys traveled the world over, incorporate so many styles, not only from this country, from Japan, from so many nations. And
wow,
man, just trying to keep low key down is Homicide. As close, as physical as you can get. And we got another break.
Low-key starting with those kicks, those stiff, hard kicks.
Nobody in this sport throws a kick better than low-key. Just trying to move in again with some short kicks now. Both guys locking hands, a test of strength. More importantly, possibly a test of wills here. Who's gonna give as they headbutt each other? Oh! Drop kick to the knee. That'll put low-key down. Homicide looking to work on that leg. Might be a good way to ground low-key.
These men, great competitors. Definitely a different style than we've seen here in 3PW.
Locking in that rear chin lock. Referee getting in real close to make sure those hands don't go over the throat. That would be an illegal chokehold. And now low-key, not too far from the ropes, which if he reached him would cause a break, but he's looking to break it himself. He does it with a pinpoint kick that sends Homicide out of the ring and looking to rethink his options here.
He will not be reaching for the ropes anytime soon. I can see low-key just battling out. This is about pride for low-key. Homicide looks a little rattled.
I don't think he expected that kick, and trying to shake it off. He's back in the ring now. Two of the toughest competitors, and these guys aren't going to back down no matter what kind of punishment that they give each other, so you know that they're going to dish it out just as hard as they would to anybody else, maybe even harder, as this is a battle for respect.
Hard knife edge chops. Oh
man, 2 feet to the prone back of the head of Homicide. That might be it right there. I can't think of many men who could come back from that.
Like I said, you're not going to get those crisp chops. These guys are just going to lay it in.
European forearms by low-key, but Homicide fighting back with the more traditional kind. Now low-key, overhead double chop, I should say, as he's laying in the more traditional knife edges now, and a side headlock by Homicide, looking to stop the pain. Nice leverage, taking that side headlock down with the takedown.
These fans are silent out of respect. This is what you see in Japan. This is exactly, they want the competition. They love this matchup. They love the hard hitting. You're going to hear a lot of the clapping, a lot of the oohs and ahs when they hit those moves.
A game of human chess, this sport has been called, and you're going to see definite aspects of that in this match as these guys try to outthink each other and outdo each other every possible way. The pace quickens, duck under by Homicide, hip lock, reversal, roll through by low-key, duck under, another hip lock into an arm drag by low-key, another by low-key. One back from Homicide, both guys go for the arm drag, both grounded, and a standoff. Homicide going down, and he backs off. Homicide bringing the quickness like maybe we've never seen before, and low-key ready for him every step of the way, Mike.
I'm in awe. That was just some beautiful wrestling. They make us realize that wrestling is an art. This is an art form. And, you know, I was on my feet too clapping.
So are all these fans who are also in awe of the talent, of the skill, of everything about these guys. Just top-level performers. And now low-key, going back to that mat-based offense, taking Homicide down, which is the first time he's solidly been on top in a mat-based situation so far this match. Homicide may just be a little bit rattled, as you'd said earlier.
Look at that. Come on. Using his own arm to pull him up off the mat. A modified camel clutch.
Doing damage in several different nerve endings, several different points. Working on the arm, parts of the neck, and even the lower back with that, as he reverts to more of a scissors type move that Homicide is able to find a quick escape for as he wrenches in on those legs. Look at this now, Grapevines the legs with his own leg as Homicide as it goes for the chin lock. He's got low-key in a bad predicament right here.
Just as long as he keeps low-key on the mat in his control, he'll stay away from those kicks.
And again, these guys masters at hurting their opponent, doing damage in as many different areas as possible. Right now, you see the left arm of low-key totally wrenched back. That shoulder could pop out of its socket at any time now. The chest, the pectorals, the abdomen, the legs, everything is being stretched out the way it's not supposed to be on low-key, and he's in a world of pain all over.
Ooh.
Those feet of low-key have a mind of their own. You gotta keep them locked up or else low-key's gonna kick his way out of just about any situation, as he did. Drop kick right to the knee by Homicide, and he is in firm control right now. Did you see the way he just swooped down, wrenched down on that leg?
Just wrenching, pulling back. Wow.
Low-key.
Can't throw kicks with a broken leg, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. Both of these guys so adept at using all their body parts, their arms, their legs, their feet as weapons. Injuring any of those body parts helps to limit the offense that they can bring to the table. Low-key doing anything he can, just simply trying to slap those legs to break that hold, and he does it. Tremendous show of power and strength in the arms of low-key there.
Let's see how much damage that move has caused low-key.
Obviously a lot, because he is back down once again, and a knee drop flush to the forehead. Only a 2 count for Homicide.
Well, Homicide has a great strategy right here. Take that leg out from him. You know what they say about the one-legged man in the ass-kicking contest.
Go behind reversal by low-key, who simply chucks his teacher, his trainer, Homicide, out to the floor. And this is about to get a little bit more violent. There's low-key with a clothesline, springboard style from the top. Only a 2 count. Again, Homicide trying to get out of the way of that potential plunge into the outside. And low-key trying to hit something big here, and now a drop kick to Homicide's knee. It looks like he's going for the same strategy.
Low-key stalking his prey.
Oh! Crowd reacts to that. There's another stiff kick to the chest, and low-key likes to go for that big one. He's signaling for it. The kick to the head, and there it is. My God!
This is it. He has to call that. Ref has to check on him. He should be out cold.
If low-key hasn't earned the respect of his trainer by now thus far in his career, I think he just did. And that's got to do it. 2.5. Wow. Homicide just beyond belief in his toughness getting out of that.
Listen to the thud.
Here we go, cartwheel to the kick. Nobody home. Homicide had it scouted. Back suplex. Nice presence of mind by Homicide. These guys know each other so well.
Homicide to the second rope.
And the diving elbow more than halfway across the ring. Homicide, quite the underrated high flyer. And he was able to propel himself with force and accuracy, but only a 2 count. Back to those overhand chops for Homicide.
Hard forearm uppercut.
Front face lock rolling through. Grapevine in the arms, low key in a sitting position now, which is going to make it hard for him to get the leverage to regain a vertical base.
2, 3, 4.
But he did find the ropes, so the referee forcing a break, much to the dismay of Homicide, who again gets a 2 count. Looks like Homicide is going to see if he can strike twice with the high-flying tactics. Off the second, gets caught with a rolling pinwheel kick. And only a 2 count. It's amazing that he was able to connect so accurately with that. Only a guy with the skill level, with the martial arts ability of Loki would even dream of being able to do that so efficiently in the power drive elbow. 1, 2, only a 2 count.
Low-key, so quick, so agile. He's always thinking. That's why he was able to pull off that rolling kick.
Man, just laying in that European-style forearm. Low key now, sending Homicide to the top, and a running boot to the face. Just propelling himself into the face of his teacher. I wish I could have done this to some of my teachers in high school. Again!
I know people who did.
Only in Philadelphia.
I think Loki was one of them.
And a 2 3/4. Again, Homicide somehow finding a way to not only, never mind staying in this match, it's just amazing that he's staying conscious.
This is insane. This is great. I'll tell you what, all eyes are on this match right now. I know most people during the matches were at the bar over there. Sometimes I wish I would, but we got nice waitresses. Everybody is watching this match right now.
Again, the cartwheel to the kick. He catches Homicide, who is on the apron, and he's sent to the floor. What presence of mind of Loki to hit that move. And Loki definitely bringing his A game tonight, his A+ game. Catching himself, and a baseball slide-like move catches Homicide.
You know, it's Philly. I think we can call that the 215. Or if you're from South Jersey, the 609.
Homicide now prone on a chair outside, and Loki, the running Yakuza kick. No give there. Nowhere for Homicide to go. He was sitting on a steel chair that was backed up against the steel guardrail. The hat guy can't even believe what he's seen, and he's seen a lot. Homicide. I have to laugh because it's just mind-boggling to me that Homicide is still in this thing.
I'm just surprised he's even able to stand after some of these kicks to the head.
Look under a reversal and a Yakuza of his own by Homicide, who catches Loki in the corner. The same maneuver that Loki did before. These guys trying to one-up each other in the worst possible way. Both guys so desperately want to beat each other and prove they are superior at this point in their careers.
You know, these guys are going to be so black and blue tomorrow. I think the only way you're going to tell the winners, whoever has the most teeth left in their mouth.
Hurricane run off the top, reversal, roll through and a bridge, and only a 2 count by Loki. We've had numerous standing ovations for moves pulled off by these guys in this match. all of them well deserved.
Both guys so crisp. All their moves are very well executed. They can make even the most elementary move look great.
Both guys now struggling to get to their feet. Whoever makes it first is going to go a long way toward taking this one home. It's Homicide. He's locking in the STF. This is one of his favorite moves. He is a master of this particular maneuver.
Loki's foot is almost to his face.
And Loki making it to the ropes. Lucky for him, because otherwise he would have been done for. There is no way for him to get out of that one. Homicide forced to make the break again. He's got to come up with something big. Overhead suplex into the bridge. Only a 2. Loki just on his last legs. But Homicide has to be wondering now, what is it going to take? Homicide signaling that this may be it. I think he's going for the cop killer, the most dreaded maneuver in the wrestling business today. Low-key getting out of it into a bridge. He's got those arms grapevines. Homicide out of it again. And look at this, the dragon clutch. Loki has the dragon clutch locked in. This has given him many victories. This has spelled the end of many an opponent. Homicide now dropping him on his head from the fireman's carry position. Mike, you're speechless.
I am. I'm in awe. I'm with these people. I can't say a word. I mean, normally these Philly fans are, rowdy, loud, everything. It's crapping on everything these wrestlers do, but this is just a complete show of respect, of silence, and just an appreciation for their art.
How can you help but respect the talent, the skills, the effort these guys have brought? And we saw Homicide climb the ladder right there, ending it up with a big foot to the back of the head.
Low-key is up, getting some sense into his head, shaking it off.
Homicide, he's ready to pounce. Again, he was going for it. He got caught by Low-key. Double foot to the face. He's going for the big one. Duck under by Homicide, but he didn't get the second attempt.
Lincoln, you missed it.
And a 2 kill.
Low-key picking up the pace now.
Low-key is going for the key crusher. This would definitely be it if he can hit this key crusher. Homicide fighting his way out of it. Waist lock by Low-key. Duck under. Low-key again, he's up. He's down. Key crusher. Key crusher. That's it.
Unbelievably awesome. Just an awesome matchup. Both men deserve a standing round of applause.
On this night, the first anniversary show for Propane Pro Wrestling, Low-key, the worldwide superstar, has somehow outdone Homicide, the worldwide superstar, and his teacher. What a collision, what a match. Mike, every last one of these hundreds and hundreds of fans packed into the world-famous Electric Factory on their feet, putting their hands together, showing their respect for the 2 men that are in the ring right now.
You know what? This is just another match added to a card of show stealers. This is one thing. I'm glad. I know if you're listening to this right now, you're watching the tape, you're going to be watching this match over and over and over again.
A surefire classic. Low-key's your winner, but Homicide, I can't really see calling him a loser. I say that they were both survivors of one hell of a battle, and something we've never seen before, the type of competition we've seen between these two. And we'll be back. What more can we see tonight?
first half of our double main event.
We originally thought this was going to be one hell of a one-on-one encounter for the 3PW title, Mike. Now it's going to be one hell of a three-way.
201 pounds, the all-around best, Xavier!
Let's see if an aerialist like Xavier can hang in there with two brawlers like Raven and the Pitbull.
A first-timer in 3PW, but his reputation speaks for itself, earning himself a title shot right off the bat. It's not going to be easy, though, because he has to deal now with not one, but two Philly legends, the first of which we're about to see come out that curtain right now. We knew Raven was making his return to Philadelphia tonight for 3PW. We did not know what his intentions were, but it's all clear now. He's headed straight for the top in his eyes. His eyes are on the proverbial prize, and he's getting the opportunity to challenge for that 3PW title. And we're about to see the guy who doesn't want to let go of that title, the two-time and current 3PW heavyweight champion. Pitbull, Gary Wolfe, our very first 3PW champion. He won it early last year. He dropped that title to Sabu, only to win it back in the rematch of the year, probably so far in 3PW history. And he has shown himself to be more dominant a competitor than ever. This is going to be quite an interesting contest, though.
Totally. Xavier, well-known high flyer. Raven, come on, this guy's already undefeated in 3PW. Beat the Blue Meanie in under a minute. And then you got Gary Wolfe, one of the best brawlers I have ever seen in this sport. This man is tough. This guy is Philadelphia. This guy is your 3PW champion.
It's too tough to call here, Mike. I could make a case for any of these three being the favorite in this contest. Unprecedented for a guy like Xavier to just walk into 3PW and get a title shot right off the bat. But as I said, his reputation as the all-around best. He is such a great high flyer, a power wrestler, a mat wrestler. That's his deal. He is so well-rounded, and he's just so well-known for that and for his success so far in the wrestling business. They decided to give him a title shot right off the bat as we see a three-way collar and elbow, and now a triple headlock.
Was that a battering ram?
It was a battering ram of sorts, backdrop by Raven, who still has the headlock locked in by Pitbull.
Something Matt Stryker forgot about.
And now Raven, headlock, head scissors, double takedown on both guys. Raven and Pitbull very familiar with each other from years past. Xavier, pardon the pun, sort of the X factor here as he trips up Raven, dragging him outside the ring, which is a place that Raven is very comfortable, although not at the moment. Don't forget about the Pitbull, Xavier. I don't think he's going to forget about him now. Pitbull dragging one of his two adversaries back into the ring, whether he likes it or not. Dropping him right on his head. Welcome to 3PW all-around best.
Gary Wolfe giving a not-so-warm welcome to Xavier.
The fans somewhat split in this one. Of course, respect due for all three of these amazing competitors. The Pitbull, this is sort of his home turf. He's been in 3PW since the start, and he's been the dominant force in Propane Pro Wrestling. Raven, though, making his homecoming to Philly, and a lot of fans are looking for him to reclaim the throne.
Yeah, Gary Wolfe has been dominant of this promotion for a better part of the year, and these guys think they can come in and just take it away. They are obviously, you know, underestimating Gary Wolfe.
Xavier able to use his quickness to pull off a nice head scissors into the pin attempt, but Raven there to break it up. Now, I believe this is elimination rules, Mike.
I believe so, but, you know, everybody's looking for that first pin no matter what, just to get that advantage, just to say, hey, I pinned the first guy. Hey, I'm the better man right now.
Again, this is an impromptu match originally scheduled to be one-on-one between Gary Wolfe and the all-around best Xavier. Raven thrown out the verbal challenge, which was hastily accepted by the champ. Unpredictability, that's what you get in 3PW. And now we see Xavier and the Pitbull kicking down the hometown boy of sorts, Raven.
That's very unusual to see such great teamwork and, you know, such an individual motivated matchup.
Double clothesline, and you can't expect this teamwork to last for too long. Every man obviously out for themselves. The biggest prize in Propane Pro Wrestling, the biggest prize in Philly is on the line here, and each one of these three guys, to a man, wants to take that home.
Xavier, nice clothesline. Putting the boots of Gary Wolfe. This is, you know, I haven't seen Gary Wolfe taken advantage of in such a way. This is definitely a first here in 3PW.
Xavier showing a nice Northern Lights release suplex, and now he's taking on Raven too. A great striker is Xavier with those knees and those elbows. Also one of his specialties is taking on both guys.
Sent back to the outside. He can't win the match if he's not in there.
Big right hand by Xavier, showing his brawling skills.
But you know what? Maybe he's just sitting back out there saying, hey, wait, why don't we let these two guys eliminate each other? Makes it more easy.
Oh, Raven looked like he was trying to get in, gets drop kicked, gets baseball slid, I should say. Back down on the outside. But you might be right, Mike. Raven, one of the most cerebral competitors that we've ever seen in the world of wrestling. He's a certified genius.
No, this guy is very intelligent. This guy knows the mat game. This guy definitely knows how to get people to do what he wants. You know, I wouldn't be surprised to see him take control of Xavier to take care of the Pitbull, or vice versa.
We talked in a prior match about the game of human chess that wrestling can be. No one plays that game better than Raven. And again, we don't know if he's trying to get in the ring or if he's just playing it cool right now, letting the two battle it out. But for whatever reason, he's on the outside. The Pitbull laying in to the all-around best with his big Pitbull forearms. And there goes Raven, and I don't think he had that in mind.
You could call Raven the big blue of human chess.
Xavier absolutely crushed overhead, belly to belly. Xavier, the smallest guy in this contest. Possibly the quickest, but right now he's getting outpowered by the champion. Here we go, reversal, double reversal. Powerbomb down. Nice presence of mind by the Pitbull. Looks like he's looking for a slingshot. Into Raven goes Xavier. This is what the champ has to do. He's got to take on both guys because they're both gunning for him.
Torture rack.
Burning hammer applied by the Pitbull. Only a 2 count as Raven made the save. Perhaps I was mistaken about the elimination rules.
No matter what, these guys are going to fight. These guys do want that championship. They don't care if they have to take out both men.
Xavier is down and out from that burning hammer. That's a career-ending move right there. Clothesline by Raven, who's now on fire, taking on both guys. He's looking for the even flow DDT. Nice reversal by Xavier. Looking for some sort of Fire Thunder driver type maneuver, but Raven with the foot over the even flow. 1, 2, 3. It is elimination.
Has been eliminated.
And Xavier is our first elimination.
Down to those two Philadelphia wrestling icons, the Pitbull, Gary Wolfe, and Raven. This would be a perfect homecoming for Raven if he was able to capture the title here tonight. This would be a perfect career, you know, milestone for Gary Wolfe if he were to get the pin on Raven. You know, either way, this is going to be one of those matches you are going to remember here in 3PW.
Either way, this is going to change the direction, the lives, and the careers of both of these men forever. This is history right here. And the Pitbull bringing in a chair.
Pitbull, the first one to go for that plunder.
And he uses it well, point blank, tossing that chair right into the face of Raven. Welcome back to Philly, Raven. Ouch.
What's the Pitbull going for outside? What do we got?
We've seen some crazy matches involving all kinds of furniture involving the Pitbull in 3PW.
Why do people put chairs under the ring anyway?
For times like these.
And another table.
The Pitbull likes to use those tables. And Raven has to know what's coming, but I don't know if he's in any position to do anything about it as he gets slammed on the side of the head with another chair. That table set up in the corner. A table, a chair? This is like the setup for Thanksgiving dinner at my house.
About as much action.
I wish we could do that to my Aunt Edna on Thanksgiving sometimes.
Yeah, I think we'd be all better off if we had more relatives that were wrestlers, Jerry.
A drop toe hold onto the chair. That was one of Raven's favorite maneuvers. We've seen that from him time and time again in his career. The Pitbull giving him a taste of his own medicine.
Pitbull definitely has done his homework.
Raven just annihilating, destroying that table, which is now in numerous pieces.
That table is now firewood.
I should make one point, Mike. You mentioned about Pitbull doing his homework as regards to Raven. Remember, Pitbull had absolutely no time to plan for Raven. He had no idea Raven would even be in this match. But the fact is, these guys go so far back. Only a 2 count. They know each other so well that it's like second nature to these guys to be ready for each other.
No, that's so true. You know, I was caught off guard. I thought, you know, he had done so. But you were right. He had no idea Raven was going to even challenge him tonight. He thought Raven was going to be taking on the Blue Meanie, which of course Raven did. But here we go. We have Raven in that title match, and like you said, they know each other. They know each other's moves well.
The Pitbull trying to wear down Raven. Locking in that chin lock. Raven, a guy whose reputation during his career is that he will almost never, ever submit. You have to knock him out in order to eliminate him from a match. He will just never quit. He has such a high tolerance of pain. He almost likes it.
Pulling him up by the hair.
And again, Pitbull trying to destroy the vertical base of Raven, and one of the easiest ways to do that is to injure the back. If your back is hurt, it's going to be real hard for you to maintain a standing position for any great length of time. What a match. Pitbull just wrenching back on that chin.
Hey, and don't sell Xavier short. Even though he was the first one eliminated, he did impress me tonight. He does have a future here in 3PW, but these guys are the big boys of 3PW. These guys are the icons, the legends that make up 3PW.
Pitbull caught in midair with the double knee to the groin. Not a friendly landing for him, and here comes Raven. There goes the Pitbull. Vintage Raven with a clothesline.
Raven stalking his prey.
This is his time. This is his opportunity. Big high knee lift. And Raven is fired up. These fans are coming alive. Clothesline into the corner, and the Bulldog combo. More vintage Raven. It's all going right for Raven right now. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. The Pitbull still in this thing, but barely.
You know, Raven has to keep the momentum on his side. He can't let Pitbull get his breath. He has to keep going. He has to keep going at him. He has to be a Pitbull.
Full speed ahead is the only way he could be right now. Even flow. Reversal out of it into a Death Valley driver position. Raven trying to fight his way out of it. He got it. The Death Valley driver. A 3 count. The Pitbull. Gary Wolfe still your 3PW champion.
Your winner and still 3PW World Heavyweight Champion, the Pitbull, Gary Wolfe.
Maybe the best, I said it, definitely the greatest 3PW title match we've seen, and the hardest defense ever for the Pitbull Gary Wolfe, having to take on the challenge of 2 incredibly worthy competitors. It could have gone either way, Mike.
No, definitely. Gary Wolfe victorious here tonight. Gary Wolfe ruining the homecoming of Raven, ruining the debut of Xavier. This guy is on the warpath. This is why he's your champion.
Raven regaining his senses. Things didn't go exactly as he hoped tonight. But he has still earned this fan's respect. We're still glad to have him back in Philly. But your champion, your winner, and still 3PW champ, the Pitbull, Gary Wolfe. Incredible night of action, the first anniversary show for 3PW in our brand new home in the heart of Philadelphia at the Electric Factory. Then with this battle, it's not about titles, it's not about rankings, it's about 2 of the more than greats. It's about 2 wrestling gods getting in the ring, kicking each other on, and this is just going to be one for the ages.
No, this is the match I've been waiting for. 2 hardcore gods going at it, bloodletting. This is going to be great.
Sabu, one of the legendary hardcore competitors in the history of professional wrestling. He's about to take on a guy who is the legend in wrestling, period. Maybe the greatest reputation of any wrestler ever to set foot inside a wrestling ring. There's not enough things I could say about the legendary status of this guy we're about to see.
No, you're right, Jerry. Some say Ric Flair is the best wrestler ever. Terry Funk is the most respected wrestler ever. Everybody loves this guy. Listen to that ovation.
stop myself from getting up and applauding along with these people because the atmosphere is just so incredible. When this guy sets foot in the ring, he has nothing to prove. He has nothing left to accomplish, but he's still doing it for the love of the business, for the love of competition, and these people are just in awe. We're all just blessed to be able to see this guy perfect and to perform his craft. He's a legend, he's a superstar the world over, but perhaps his star is higher nowhere more than in Philadelphia, the town that he helped put on the wrestling map.
No, not just Philadelphia. This man has put so many towns on the map of wrestling. Him and his brother Dory, they created wrestling in Japan. They are the reason why it got so popular.
It looks like Terry Funk has something to say.
I want to say one thing. It's been a long time since I've been up here in ECW. And I've waited a long time tonight to get into this ring. And I know you people have waited a long time tonight. But by God, let's just go ahead and give them an ECW match.
Props to the past as we look toward the future. Terry Funk says, let's get down and dirty in Philly. Something tells me Sabu will be all too happy to oblige. And they're playing a game of catch right now, but not with a softball, not with a basketball, not with a football, with steel chairs.
Funk has the table. He looks like he's throwing the table in.
Middle-aged and crazy is what they call Terry Funk. He sure doesn't act like a middle-aged guy. He's still physically superior to just about anyone I know, but he sure as hell is crazy.
Wolfman fighting into on the outside. Maybe we're going to see them come through the crowd. Maybe they can come up here, Jerry. Maybe we can get a comment from one of them.
Maybe they'll join us for some play-by-play. The blood and the brawls. I think we're going to see both of them here. And Terry Funk showing him how it's done, driving Sabu's head into that wood. Let me tell you something, Mike. Terry Funk and Sabu, two guys who are so crazy, they relish the opportunity to take on someone just as crazy as them because they know there's no quarter, there's no surcease. Terry Funk going through a table already, and they know that each one is going to bring everything that they got. They will do anything to each other, and they love it.
Look, Funk's already back up, and he's pulling apart the table. He's going to use it as a weapon.
Sabu with a chair. Terry Funk with a table. Half a table anyway. And a chair right to the head of Terry Funk as he was entering the ring. That's one way to cut a guy off.
Greco-Roman chair throw by Sabu.
The last time these two tangled in a one-on-one contest, it was August of 1997. It was an evening that was dubbed the night the line was crossed, and I think we've already crossed some lines here in this match.
He has a spike out. Just digging it into some... Look at that.
We see Todd Gordon. Sorry to cut you off, but Todd Gordon keeping the referee at bay.
Funk's a bloody mess already.
I don't know if that's scissors, some sort of sharp metallic object being driven into the forehead of Terry Funk by Sabu.
digging it in. Oh,
His skin's so scarred from years and years of beatings and bloodletting.
just a big drill bit. Don't let this guy go to any hardware store.
Sabu relentless, just driving that thing in there. He's looking to maybe weaken Funk by taking some of that blood out of his body, basically. The ever-present Todd Gordon out here to help his charge Sabu.
You know, they are also missing Annihilation. You know, wherever Todd Gordon goes, Annihilation's there. Where's Annihilation?
I have no idea. Another chair shot to the head of Terry Funk. And it's great to have him back, but his homecoming might be a short one. Only a 2 count. Camel clutch.
And the blood just pouring off Terry Funk onto Sabu's hand. Chanting for the Sheik, the original Sheik.
He's a forefather of this style of wrestling, and also the trainer of Sabu. If there was no Sheik, there'd be no Sabu. There'd be no screwdriver or whatever the hell that is being driven into the forehead of Terry Funk.
He's not even trying to hide it.
Low blow by Funk puts Sabu down. We expected nothing less from this battle.
Pile driver.
A trademark Funk specialty. Nobody does it better. But Funk has lost so much blood already. Can he make the cover? He couldn't make it in time. Sabu up again. And another pile driver. On the steel.
This has to be it. Funk has to cover. This has to be it.
And Sabu's still getting up. So Funk just throws him into the ring.
Do what you gotta do. Funk going into he's getting a steel barrier, I believe.
Oh man.
Gotta watch out now. Coming right for you, Sabu.
How was work today, honey? Oh, it was all right. A steel guardrail landed on my head, but otherwise, just another day at the office. This crowd chanting Terry.
These men totally rearranging the arena.
Rearranging each other's facial features as well, as if that hasn't been enough. Hasn't been done enough already to each other in their own careers. Incredibly, the battle back in the ring as Terry Funk picks up a simple steel chair, which in this match, relatively speaking, is equivalent to a headlock.
Well, before we were talking about Loki and Homicide being masters of the art of wrestling. These guys are masters in the art of ass kicking.
Masters in the art of creative violence as Sabu's head right into that steel chair that was placed so efficiently. And Sabu again right back up. Sabu, a former 3PW heavyweight champ, he'd like nothing better than to earn himself another title shot. And what better way than to knock off the living legend himself, the Funker. The table somewhat collapsing. Funk still prone on it. A leg drop from the heavens from Sabu. I don't think he got, I'm not sure if he got any of it. Funk able to roll off it enough, and now
Into the chair.
right on top of that wood. That's a 3 count.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the match, Terry Funk.
He did it! The living legend Terry Funk still has it! He came back to Philadelphia, he came back, and he came out the winner against the genocidal, homicidal, suicidal maniac, Sabu. What a war.
What a war, what a battle. The Terry Funk's your winner. Middle-aged and crazy. Middle-aged and crafty, if you can ask me.
These fans still on their feet as they have been for this entire main event. As they have been for much of the night here at 3PW's first ever anniversary show. What a happening, if I may steal a phrase. What an event.
Jerry, I could not think of a better ending to a better show. Terry Funk celebrating in the ring. Your anniversary show here at 3PW. This is just great. This is a great celebration. Everybody's gonna go get some beers with Terry. Everybody's gonna celebrate. Great homecoming for Terry Funk. I'm in awe. I love this promotion. This is great.
In spite of his long years in the business, if you will, in spite of the pain his body must be racked with, this man came to Philadelphia. He fed off the enthusiasm of these fans, and he came out the winner. It's a miracle. It's a happening. It's 3PW, and the living legend has something to say again.
It's no bullshit like a hero in WWE. It's no bullshit like a hero in TNA. It's just the goddamn truth. So bottom line is this. I'm an old son of a bitch.
Moment. Terry Funk showing the love for these Philly fans, and they're showing it back to him in spades. We gotta get out of here, Mike. I almost don't want to leave. I don't want this night to end. But make sure you check out smartmarkvideo.com for the latest in all their video releases and all 3PW releases. Make sure you check out 3pwrestling.com for the latest in 3PW news. For Mike Winter, I'm Jerry Strauss. Thank you for checking out our first ever anniversary show, the first of many, many to come. We will